At one point, winds from the McBride fire gusted to 80 miles an hour. That left precious little time for Ruidoso residents to seek safety.
We literally left with clothes on our backs. We had nothing but that.
I was going to pick up my daughter from school, and when I got there, there was no smoke, and within 15 minutes, I saw houses on fire.
The winds were some of the worst that we've seen up here.
The fire forced Pastor Todd Sullins, his family, and thousands of others to evacuate. Some 200 families, like James Paxton and his wife, lost their homes.
The quick-moving fire simply gutted some neighborhoods like this one, where a dozen or so homes are simply gone.
The disaster also led to a ministry response citywide, thanks to pastors who've held weekly prayer meetings for years.
We have come to know each other and trust each other.
In the early chaotic moments, those connections led to quick, easy communication and effective outreach.
Because we have that trust, everybody just kind of gets in our lane.
Duncan and other members of Gateway Church initially focused on getting the most vulnerable out of harm's way, including one man who was sleeping.
He's 90 years old, and he did not know there was a fire.
Later, they collected clothing and water for fire victims. Community United Methodist opened its doors to evacuees.
It's just making sure that people had the basic necessities, a place to stay, a place to eat, and a place to stay safe.
Sullins opened First Baptist Ruidoso to hundreds of disaster relief volunteers. Their focus, cleaning up properties destroyed by the fire.
To even know where to begin is just overwhelming to people. And so that's just a basic need that we can come in and help them begin to get their footing.
The trained volunteers come from states near and far and help those who've lost most or all of their possessions. They sift through ash for prized items, clear all manner of debris, then cut and haul away charred trees.
The ministry here goes beyond clearing debris and trees. It is also about sharing Christ with those who are open to it.
And I see that love softening hearts, you know, for the gospel. And so people are getting real tender. People are tender right now.
Since the fire, more than a dozen have given their lives to the Lord. Those serving here say moments of great need often lead to new understanding.
And they will suddenly realize that maybe they're not in the level of control that they might have thought they were. And so sometimes when you're flat on your back, the only way you can look is up. And so they are open to discussions about spiritual matters.
Even though he lost his home, James Paxton, a longtime disaster relief volunteer, says he wants to give back and has cleared debris along with other volunteers.
We're out here not just picking up ash and other things, but trying to show people what God's love is.
A spirit of unity exists here, as well as a spirit of thankfulness, as many realize what could have happened.
We could have lost thousands if the wind would have been a different direction. And just the gratitude that we have here, right? I mean, I have 3 people in my church that the fire got up to their doorsteps.
There will no doubt be more communities this year going through a similar experience. More than half of the country's lower 48 states are in drought, according to the U.S. Drought Monitor. That will likely pave the way for an extended fire season and potentially other natural disasters. In Ruidoso, the pastors are already preparing for flooding.
When you get a half an inch or an inch of rain in a canyon that won't soak in and it's just coming downhill, it's going to be a challenge.
If the bond among the churches here is any indication, Ruidoso is ready.
The community of Christ here is united. We try our best to work together. It's not us versus other churches, it's us working together for the good news of gospel.
Reporting in Ruidoso, New Mexico, Heather Sells, CBN News.